It's Jahara. Welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be talking about top 10 How I Met Your Mother running gags. Okay, number 10 is pause. When Lily or Marshall will get into an argument, this is usually if it's like a really big argument or if one of them says something they shouldn't have, or if it gets too heated and they both need a moment to cool down, or if they're just whenever they need to stop just for a little bit, and then they'll say pause, and then when they're ready to jump back into the fight, they'll say unpause, and they'll start fighting again. It was first shown at the end of season 1, when right before their breakup. And then when Ted was narrating, he was explaining how they've been doing that for years, and then it was shown all the way up until the very end with their one heated argument about Marshall accepting a judge job. So it's been on for a very long time, maybe even one of the longest running gags. But number 9 is Barney's Job. Constantly they talk about Barney's Job, and every time they do, he says please and just blows it off. And then it wasn't until the very end when they find out what he's really been doing, which was that he was undercover to pay back an ex-girlfriend's ex-boyfriend. Because apparently he can hold a grudge, even though that's what made him the way he is, which he says is incredibly awesome. But, he ended up shutting down the business, but Ted and Robin figured out that every time he said please, he was saying his job, because he gets paid a lot of money just for signing sketchy documents, and each letter of please stands for something. So he was pretty much telling them without telling them every time. 8, lawyered. Whenever they're getting into arguments, not like heated fights like the whole pause on pause situation, but just when they're debates is the right word to say. When they're on debates, usually it'll be Marshall who says something, and then sometimes someone else will, and then he'll throw in lawyered. Most time it's Marshall that says something, and then he says lawyered. And then everyone else will like, man, because they know he's right. So he'll say, he constantly lawyers them since he is a lawyer. And he's been doing that for a really, really long time. Number 7, high fives and fist bumps. Constantly, I love Lily and Marshall's high fives because they're almost always on the same page. And when they are, when they say something to the group, a little snide comment or something, they would high five. Barney and Robin did it a few times when they were dating as well. I don't think Ted and Robin ever did it. But it's not just between the couples. By the entire group, they would high five and fist bump. You know, like I was just watching the episode when Barney was when they were talking about New Jersey, and because Ted was engaged to Stella and she wanted him to move to New Jersey, and then Barney said something and was waiting for a fist bump from someone, and no one would give him that, and he said he would not put down his fist until someone fist bumped him. Lily eventually did towards the end of the episode, but he kept his hand up for a good majority of the episode. And every time someone would say something during the whole New York versus New Jersey debate, he would say, good one, bump it, because he was getting tired of holding his hand up. But yeah, so Number 6, Canada. Constantly they would make fun of Robin's home, Canada. And sometimes those Canada jokes could go on for a while. And they won't. But I did think it was sweet when Barney threw in a little bit Canada for the wedding, even though he hated Canada. It showed how much he loved Robin, and she was from Canada, so Canada became a part of him. Even though I'm pretty sure he figured out he had like a tiny part of Canadian in him or something, but still, the only reason why he even threw any Canadian in his wedding is because of Robin. But he constantly says that Canada isn't he was like, this is why you guys aren't a country, and then Robin was like, we are a country, and then, or he'll be like, how did you guys ever become a country? Yeah, they just constantly make fun of it. Number 5, doppelgangers. At some point of the show, they started finding doppelgangers. There was lesbian Robin, mustache Marshall. What else was there? Stripper Lily, wrestler Ted, and Dr. Barney. So there was even a time when Lily and Marshall agreed when they found the 5th doppelganger, which was Barney's doppelganger, that they would agree to have a baby. And after they already ended up trying to have a baby, trying to figure out what was wrong with them, was when they figured out that Barney was, that when they found Barney's doppelganger with the doctor. Okay, number 4, playbook / bro code. Constantly, Barney would bring up the playbook, which is a book of all the plays he does to get into women's pants. And the bro code is a code that bros, not just blood brothers, but like best friends would have to follow. And he would constantly bring it up if this is against the bro code, or should be bragging about one of his newest plays in Congress. Number 3, legend, wait for it, dairy. Whenever Barney's talking about one of his legendary things he's going to do or did, he would say, it's going to be legend, wait for it, dairy. He does that all the time, and because he always wants to make everyday legendary, which is like, I like something that Ted says. He's like, if you make every day legendary, then no day will be legendary, which is true. But yeah. But he wants to make every day amazing, which you can kind of respect, because he just wants a lot of stories. He wants to leave his mark. Number 2. This was close to becoming number 1, but there's something that beat it. Slap it. This was so funny. From early on, they made a slap bet between Marshall and Barney, and to figure out if Robin did porn. If she did, then Barney will get, like, what is it, 5? No, I think they start out with 3 slaps. Yeah, 3 slaps. He gets to slap Marshall 3 times. But if she did not do porn, then Marshall gets 3 slaps. And then when he found out, Marshall did something, Barney got a slap, and then Barney slapped him because they thought that they were right, and that he was right, and she did do porn. But when they found out she was just a Canadian pop star, Marshall was premature slapped. So Lily made a bet, either 3 times in a row, right then and now, or 5 times throughout the years, and Marshall can do it anytime he wants, out of the blue. And I would have chosen the 3 right then, because then you could get it over with instead of the not knowing, which is something that Barney did struggle with, always not knowing when the slaps were going to happen. And he ended up choosing 5 slaps anywhere. But later on, he lost a bet and had to wear a ducky tie for a year. But then he got out of it by agreeing to get for Marshall to get like 4 more slaps. I don't remember how much, but a few more slaps. And the very last episode, not the last episode, but a couple episodes to the end, when Barney was getting ready, Marshall, his present to Barney, was giving him the last slap so that he was finally free, which made Barney happy. Arnold mentioned suit up. Barney constantly says suit up when they're about to go do something legend. Wait for it, dairy. Robin Sparkles, her Canadian pop star name. Interventions. They constantly did interventions when someone was going a little excessive over something. Yellow umbrella, which is a key to Ted meeting his true love. Pineapple incident. Blue French horn. Have you met, as in have you met Ted? And eating a sandwich, which was their way of saying drugs. Kind of like the circle for that sandwich show. Number 1, lily pad and marshmallow. Constantly, from the very beginning to the very end, they gave each other, they had nicknames for each other. Marshall would call Lily Lily Pad, and Lily called Marshall Marshmallow. And I like one time when Lily was like, we're Lily Pad and Marshmallow, BITCH, and I love Lily, she's my favorite. But Lily, but I think they've done this in college, since they have been together since college, but I think that's when the nickname started, and they've just always had them, and they've always said that, because they're just adorable, and they're so cute, and they're definitely the best couple on How I Met Your Mother. I mean, just by a long shot, they're just so adorable, and I love it, and I just love the little things they do, like their little I love yous during phone calls, lunch phone calls, whatever you want to call it, and picking each other up at the airport. One would bring a sign and one of those little hats, and then the other one would bring a beer from wherever they went. And I love their little things. It's just so adorable. And this is one of them. So that is all. Please like and subscribe and comment your favorite How I Met Your Mother running gags. Until next time.